Lights out and away we go. Aloha ohana. For those of you not down with your Hawaiian, that's hello family. It's Friday night. It's time for the WARNO. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's me, T-Bone, from the Lunsby Show with T-Bone and Chick Brew on the Friday night WARNO, where we give you a heads up, a warning about the things that are going on in and around the greater Harrisburg metropolitan area this weekend. And we do it over the duration of one beer. Tonight, special guest, bless you. Tonight, we use our commemorative glass. This is coming from the this is coming from a CB Ball. And this was CBMU 202. That's a few years ago. It's so few years ago. I had to clean it out a little bit. It had some stuff in the bottom of it that I didn't look forward to drinking. And tonight's beer comes to us as a tribute from a beer snob, Dave. Thanks, Dave. The beer snob in my life. Everyone should have a beer snob in my life, and Dave is mine. He donated tonight a Dogfish Head Palo Santo Marron. This is a wood-aged brown ale. It's going to be one of those with the bourbon flavor in it. And, of course, Dave recommends I drink my beer like an adult out of a glass. And I'm going to do that. Well, hello, Mr. McLean. Good to see you out there. And this is the beginning of the official timer for the WARNO. We start with a nice slow pour. Oh, that is really dark. That's got some richness to it. It is 12% alcohol volume by volume. And this commemorative cup left a little to be desired. Couldn't get a full, must have saved some money on that. Couldn't get a full 12 ounces in there. Great Googa Mooga, that's got flavor. Did I mention everybody should have a beer snob in their life? You should definitely have a beer snob in your life. Dave, that is tasty. That is a tasty, tasty beer. And Dave points out something I didn't think about, but now I know. When you buy a beer and it comes in a 4-pack, you should probably look at the label. Because the fact that it's not a 6-pack or a 30-pack is an early indication that it may be something more. So when I go out, I habitually, as I have done for years and years, will drink no more than 2 beers. 2 beer Tony, 2 beer T-Bone, however you want to call it. I have 2 beers, that's it. So I can drive and function and not have any issues. But 2 of these, that's 4 beers in one. It's quite tasty, I gotta admit. I'm gonna start the timer off properly, not dipping into the bottle. I can't believe I couldn't get 12 ounces in there. Soaked in a bourbon cask. You taste that. That is flavorful. I'm not a big fan. You know, I'm not a snob. I'm not a beer snob. I'll drink beers that you recommend or beers that you donate. I'll drink them and I'll give you a fair assessment of what I think about them. This is not a beer I would normally drink. But I got to tell you, it's a beer I will drink. It's definitely a beer I will drink. That's not bad at all. Dogs, what was the name of this bad boy? You should try it. Dogfish Head Palo Santo Marron. Wood-aged brown ale. That's got flavor to it. That has definitely got flavor to it. Let's talk about what's going on this weekend in the greater Harrisburg metropolitan area. Not much. there really isn't that much going on. Today was Hawaiian Shirt Day, National Hawaiian Shirt Day. You'd know that if you listen to the supplemental or watch any of the video products produced every week. Today was obviously Hawaiian Shirt Day. Today was also National Rum Day, and today was also National Tell a Joke Day. And I'm going to tell you a joke. It's a cheesy little joke. I'm going to tell you a joke while wearing a Hawaiian shirt and doing a shot of Brugal. I chose the Brugal out of the other rums I had available to me because I was thinking about my friend Walt. Walt is a big fan of the Brugal Añejo. Yeah, Añejo. He convinced me that this was a Spanish rum. It's not. It's Dominican. Tricked us both. All right. Here we go with the trifecta. This is what we're going to do. We're going to do a shot of rum on National Rum Day. We're going to wear a Hawaiian shirt on National Hawaiian Shirt Day. And we're going to tell you a joke. And it doesn't have to be a bad joke, but I chose to go that route. Two potatoes standing on a street corner. How do you know which one's the prostitute? It's the one stamped Idaho. Cheers. Trifecta. I did them all. I am so pleased with myself. Our local news channel is like, what are you doing this weekend? I said, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to wear a Hawaiian shirt. I'm going to take a shot of rum, and I'm going to tell a bad joke. And I did that, and I feel fine. That añejo, man, that is smooth. Idaho. Idaho, yes. Let me tell you what's going on tonight. Nothing. You have not sent me anything that's going on tonight. I have not seen anything going on tonight. As far as I know, there's really nothing going on tonight. You know what? And sometimes you need a weekend like that. We have decided that we're just going to settle down, going to catch up on our big brothers, on our America's Got Talent, and then we're going to fall asleep watching Alone. That's our schedule for the rest of the night. Hopefully you and your loved ones can spend some quality time together this Friday night as well. Because, I almost said a bad word. That's the Brugal in me. I almost said a bad word, but I didn't. That is today. That was today. That is tonight. Let's talk about tomorrow and a change in the bar top display. Normally, you see the 357 Cannon out there. 357 Cannon's not there right now because tomorrow is range day. That's right. I am going to go and exercise my Second Amendment and make things go ting, ting, ting. And I'm going to have a blast because I'm doing it with people I know and love and trust, and I haven't done it in a long time, and I like to make things go ting. So tomorrow, range day. If you want to see me out there, you can't. It's private. Yeah, could you imagine me being on a public range? I don't go to public ranges anymore. And that's all I have for Saturday. I'm sorry. It's a real slow week. But again, take it in stride. Sometimes we need a slow week. I'm looking for Korean Sam to pop in. I haven't seen him pop in yet. Hey, Roger. Long time no see, my friend. Korean Sam said, you got to remind me. So I have been reminding him throughout the day by sending him a message telling him how much time it was until the WARNO started. And I don't see him popping there. Do more stuff. Thanks. I'll tell you a story. I'll tell you a quick story. Only because there's nothing going on and you've got me for the length of one beer. So, I'm eating my Starkist. Okay? I'm eating my Starkist tuna in the pouch. I'm eating my Starkist. I love my Starkist. And then I noticed on the back of it, it said product of Senegal. I love Starkist tuna. I don't love Senegal. I love everything about Starkist tuna. I love nothing I know about Senegal. When I hear the word Senegal, when I think of the country Senegal, I do not think of sanitation and cleanliness. A country in Western Africa surrounded by countries that are much worse. I don't think that's food I want to eat from Senegal. But I like Starkist tuna. But it hurt me to no end. It hurt me because I found out just this week I'm apparently a food racist. Hey, Craig Paul's watching, Brian Geringer's watching, Roger Wisdom's watching. Are you going to revert to your training when firing that bazooka? When you were firing a machine gun, your barrel gets hot. And when I was conducting training on how to fire machine guns, and there's this story going around about me that I mangled my hand because I grabbed a hot barrel, and it was a very minor burn. I did burn my tip of my finger, but the story has evolved over the years into me being mangled from touching a hot barrel, which I never did. I mean, I did touch it, but only burn off a little fingerprint. Well, I didn't need that fingerprint anyway. All right, so a roundup. There's nothing going on tonight. There's no comedy going on anywhere that I'm aware of, that anyone's told me about, that I can promote. There's nothing going on tomorrow night that I'm aware of that I can tell you about, that I can promote. Moving on to Sunday, I can tell you 10:30 Sunday morning, we got the supplemental. That's me live doing three things: telling you about your national days of the week, giving you a little community information, whatever I might have available to me, and then we play a little game of This Week in History, trivia style. It's a fun time. It's 10:30. It usually lasts about 20, 30 minutes. It's a fun way to start your Sunday. And that's the supplemental, live here on Facebook. But if you've waited this long, I'll share something with you. Again, this is information about things going on in the greater metropolitan Harrisburg area. If you've got something going on in your area, you'll let me know. I'll share that too. But Sunday night, doors open at 6. Show starts at 7. Expected to last 2 hours. Let me tell you who the killers are on this show. The MC, the guy putting it all together, the guy hosting the show is Corey Miller. He's going to be your door admissions guy. He's going to be your bouncer. He's going to be your security. He's going to be your MC. Coming to the stage, very funny people, in alphabetical order for the first three, Andrew Brooks. Just completed the Harrisburg's Hilarious competition as the winner. Manny Santiago, one of the four horsemen of the Harrisburg Comedy Zone, and Aaron Scholl. Three people, alphabetical order. I don't know what the lineup is, so I go with alphabetical. They are three features for one headliner. Mr. Mike O'Donnell. Mr. Misdirection. This man does misdirection better than anybody I know. If you've ever seen Penn and Teller sit there in their chairs and you try to fool them with your magic, and they use magic terms about what they do, I'm going to tell you, this is a comedy term, okay? And what Mike O'Donnell does is misdirection, and he does it better than anybody else. And it's a show worth watching, and it's only $10. It's $10. Doors open at 6. Show starts at 7, expected to run till 9. Where is this, T-Bone, you ask? Great question. I'll tell you after this sip. It's at Savannah's. Harrisburg's premier strip club. They have a champagne room that is an annex to the actual club. Now, this is where it's supposed to take place. Due to some technical errors last time, they actually did it inside the main stage. Kicked the girls off the stage and did comedy right next to the poles. Those poles. I believe this is going to take place in the Den, separate from where Savannah's is. And if that holds true, getting tickets to the comedy show gets you free admission into the strip club, to celebrate with your friends. Or to have a pick and remove glitter party. Because that's what you should do. As friends, we should pick the glitter off of each other before we go home. Like monkeys picking fleas. Just, there's one. That's what we should do. So Sunday night, again, doors open at 6. The cost is $10. The people on the playbill is Corey Brooks is your MC. Corey Miller is your MC. Andrew Brooks is alphabetically listed first. Manny Santiago alphabetically listed second. Aaron Scholl alphabetically listed third. And your headliner, the master of misdirection, Mr. Michael O'Donnell. That is everything that's going on. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Tuesday night at the Comedy Zone, 7 o'clock, there is a local mic where you see local comedians working on some of their material. It's a great time to go because there's not a lot of crowds. It's usually just comedians. And it's free, and it's loose, and it's fun. It's a good time. Thursday night, a little bit more structured. You have up to 45 comedians trying to take the stage for 3 minutes of mic time apiece. That's also a fun time. Both of those shows are free. Tuesdays are free. Thursdays are free. The Harrisburg Comedy Zone, located inside the Boomerang Hotel Casino Resort Complex on 110 Limekiln Road, just off of Interstate 83. Let me tell you about it. It's a great club. I have not explored the vastness of all the things that are there to offer at Boomerangs, but I can tell you the Comedy Zone treats you right. Prices inside the Comedy Zone during an event are the same as the prices on the outside. They don't upcharge you inside the room. And the service is great, the food is great, the drinks are great. So if you get a chance, you're a little bored, you ain't got nothing else going on. Tuesday night, 7 o'clock, Thursday night, 7 o'clock. Take yourself out to the Comedy Zone. Treat yourself to a night of laughter. About to wrap this up. I'm going to check the comments real quick before I do. Again, Beer Snob Dave, thank you for the donation. And that is an excellent, excellent beer. It's really good, folks. Let me remind you of what it is again. That's Dogfish Head Palo Santo Marron, donated by Beer Snob Dave. That is really nice. I don't know if I'm going to be able to stay awake for Big Brother. Winky, winky. Go into the comments real quick. Pat Castleberry. Holy bajoli, my friend. Man, it has been forever since we've talked. Michael J. Dexter, always one of my favorites. Still one of my most most quotable evaluation I've ever seen in my entire career. Brian Geringer says the Bucks and the Jags are going at it tomorrow night at 7:30. There's a secret identity here, okay? Brian may or may not know who the real identity of Jagman is. But if you're anywhere near Jacksonville, or you're anywhere in the stands, or you're near a TV screen, and you see the Bucks going up against the Jags Saturday at 7:30, look for Jagman. Jody Markham, good to see you, old friend. I have no idea. Can we get a ramen? Are you going to revert? All right, I don't know what the ramen is. 30% disability for the finger. Things happen. Those are your comments. I'll be sure to like them all later. Thanks for tuning in tonight. My Evan is really that memorable. My eval. Yes. Is that a question mark? Yes, your eval. Look, I'm going to tell you, I didn't have to memorize it. I got an incredible memory. That's beside the point. This man's evaluation, opening line, said, is it okay if I quote it? I've done it so many times. It's the most incredible opening line I've ever seen in a military evaluation. It said, number one out of 313 outstanding first-class petty officers. Period. I read that line and I told him, there's nothing I can do for you. There's nothing I can do for you. You've already made it. And he goes, yeah, you don't tell me that. Don't jinx me. I was like, shipmate, you have made it. That is the best line I've ever read. I've never forgotten it. And I mean, what's it been, Dex? 20 years? It's been 20 years? Almost. It's been 18 years. 18 or 19, depending. And I have not forgot that opening line. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to wrap it up. Remember, the WARNO lasts the length of one beer. It's every Friday night. It's 6 o'clock. It's a good time. And I won't keep you too much longer. See me 10:30 Sunday morning for the supplemental. Go see the Very Funny Comics performing Sunday night at Savannah's. Doors open at 6, shows open at 7. And other than that, just be safe, take care of one another. Remember, just be the best person that you can be. And if you were a great person today, be an even better person tomorrow. Arriba, e abajo, e centro, e para dentro. Lunsby.